I'm making an amazing pot of chicken curry sauce.
Foodies and spice.
I'm going to start by making a spice paste that I will use for marinating the chicken. The sprig of rosemary, the thumb of ginger, 3 cloves of garlic, 3 cloves and 3 cardamom. Now I'm trying to be very, very minimal, because even if it's a curry, you really don't want the curry to overpower everything. I believe in balance. So because of balance, I'll be adding 1 habanero pepper as well. I'm going to add some oil, just drizzle some oil in it to make the paste. Onion powder and garlic powder. So this is fine, and we'll just pour this on the chicken. But before we pour it on the chicken, I'm going to cube this chicken. I'm using chicken breast, which is usually good for chicken curry, but you can actually use any part of chicken that you like. Any part of chicken at all you can use for your chicken curry, even chicken feet. So I'm going to put this in a bowl. So I'm going to be pouring the paste now. I'll add some seasoning powder, a little bit of turmeric just to enhance the color, some salt, white pepper, curry powder mix, the one they call curry in Nigeria. Okay, so I'm just going to massage this into the meat. I'm going to allow this rest for a moment, let's say 30 minutes. This you can do for an hour, overnight, especially for our Muslim friends that are fasting. You can meal prep. Do a bunch of chicken breast, a bunch of meat, just marinate them down, put them in your fridge. So when it's time for iftar or sahur, you just go take a scoop of what you need and make curry with it. So I'm not going to be parboiling this rice. I'm just going to wash the rice or rinse the rice. The word is rinsing. 2 or 3 times and we are good to go. Rice rinsed. I am going to smash some ginger garlic to add to that rice. Yes, I'm going to be adding some oil to the pot. I'll allow the ginger and garlic and cloves to infuse into the oil. I'll add some powdered onions, a little bit of curry powder. Now, turmeric is a trick to yellow rice. You have to be generous with that. I'm going to add some water to the pot. And without wasting time, pouring the rice in. I'll add a bit of seasoning and some salt. More water, enough to cook the rice. Cover this to cook till it's done. While it's cooking, it's time for us to make the chicken curry. My chicken curry today is beginner friendly. You actually do not need to know how to cook perfectly to know how to do this one if you watch clearly. I'll just get some oil, your choice oil, any oil you like. You can add some butter if you want, margarine, whatever you want. I don't need to add any other thing because in here I've got my cardamom, pepper. I just used 1 pepper. I've got all the spices that I needed in here, ginger, garlic. Now we're just going to allow the chicken brown. Once it browns, I add every other thing. So that every other thing that I need to add once it browns is what I'll be working on now. The peppers. So I'm going to chop the peppers to size, the onions, every other thing, prep them. And once the chicken is ready, I add everything and our chicken curry is almost ready. Now I want to taste this chicken. Amazingly yummy. Like, this is so yummy. Very nice. You don't need chicken broth or chicken stock when you have something like this. And you see, that juice is still there. Brown, lower the heat, and it will bring out its juice. So at this point, I'm going to add some water. And the next thing that will go in is my onions. I actually cut my onions with a crinkle cutter just to give it fun shapes. If you don't have crinkle cutter, you don't have to worry. I'll be adding my habanero pepper. Pepper according to your taste. I'm going to be adding some turmeric to this curry just to enhance the color. A little bit of seasoning because I added some water, some oregano. Allow it come to a boil. Cover it. Then I'll add my Checkers corn flour to thicken it. For the amount of curry I'm making, I'm just going to take about 3 scoops of Checkers corn flour. I've added some water. I'm going to stir till it's completely diluted. Now the good thing is, once you have your Checkers corn flour, and even if you add what you've diluted and it's not enough, you can always come back, dilute more, and thicken it to the consistency that you want. Okay, so there's no hard or fast rule about it. Just thicken to the consistency you need. I'm going to keep this here first. Add my vegetables now. Oh wow. Quickly just going to go in with my bell peppers, the red, the green, my crinkled carrots, a little bit of paprika just for color. And I'm going to allow it cook for a minute or 2 before I add the Checkers corn flour. My curry now has body, luscious. And please don't forget, immediately you add your corn flour, stir. Aroma is perfect. Taste is 101%. Like, it's so good. That pepper that I used, fantastic. So I'll just finish it up with a little bit of garlic chives, some chopped parsley here. Stir on that, and this food done. Our Checkers corn flour chicken curry sauce is done. Let's take pictures. I have a guest also. Yeah. Oh my god, this yellow rice here.
Not too salty. Perfect taste.
Thank you so much. I always say there should be balance when it comes to cooking. Nothing should overshadow anything. Everybody should shine. Yeah. It shouldn't be the curry overshadowing the carrot. No, everybody needs to shine in the soup or in the sauce, whatever you are cooking. Thank you so much. But talking about the thickening, what do you think about the thickening?
Very good thickening. Perfect. This is so yummy.
You don't chop the chicken.
Mm.
It is nice. And the chicken is so nice.
Very soft.
I just ate the carrot, the crunch from the carrot. See, now me they teach. When I carry pen and paper, stay in front of TV. When I write. I can never ever fail you. I cannot disappoint you when it comes to recipe. This is good. Follow the steps. Like I said, this is chicken curry sauce for beginners. Even if you use this recipe the first time, just do what I asked you to do and it will come out perfect. Not talk and say because I know Mrs. Olowo Yeye. Tell them your mind. Tell them your mind. This is good. This is good.
I recommend this for every caterer.
This is
go
good.
and try it.
This is good.
And it's saving. It has a whole lot inside. It's big enough for you to store up and use for a very long time.
Yeah.
Compared to the small ones we have outside. This
Yeah.
is a whole big jar. You can use it for like 2-3 months. And
Yeah, I used just about 3 tablespoons and it was even very, very thick. I had to add water.
If you like this video, please give me a thumb up, share and comment. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do click on the subscribe button and notification bell to enjoy more of my recipes.